Just fantastic. Wonderful. The ratings are going through the roof. Man, that B-25 on the moon story was a true stroke of genius. Kevin, Susan, I'm proud of both of you, and George too, of course. You guys broke the story and had the guts to follow it through. And to show my appreciation for your great work, you'll find a nice bonus in your next check. Wow. Yes, money. Thanks, Mr. Blabs.
Okay, new boobs.
As you know, when I took over here as bureau chief, this news department had the lowest ratings of any news organization in the country. The big boys said to me, Roger, do you think you can turn this around for our investors? I told them, you give me a bunch of young, vain, camera-hungry reporters and let me decide just what to report and I'll show you ratings like you've never seen in your life. And do you want to know what they said to me? Oh, yes.
Sure, tell us.
They said, Roger, we don't care if you say there is a B-25 on the moon if it gets us out of trouble with the investors. You take care of the investors. And the investors will take care of you. Well, you can imagine my surprise when only a few short days later, this shocking photograph surfaced. Of an old airplane wreck on the moon. What? You mean? It's a phony story. It's all made up. There is no B-25 on the moon. Who cares? It doesn't matter anyway. What matters now is that millions of Americans believe there's a B-25 on the moon, and now even the President of the United States believes it, or says he does. Last week he announced that he was going to ask Congress for $452 trillion for a moon rescue mission. $452 trillion. For what? There's nothing there. Well, that never stopped anybody before. All that matters is that people think there is something there. And in an election year, a $452 trillion project is music to our unemployed ears. Of course everybody, including the President, believes it. Our job now is to keep our viewers well informed. George is going to interview the President next week. Okay, let's get back to work. Well, I do have a question, Mr. Blabs.
Yes, me too. I have a question too, Mr. Blabs.
Always glad to answer your questions. Shoot, where did that photo come from? The B-25 photo, I mean. Well, one of the boys in the art department, I guess. And Susan, your question.
Why is George interviewing the President and not me?
I think it might be because you asked him if he was gay.
All the more reason to let me interview him. Besides, everyone knows George is as gay as they come.
The President doesn't know. Well, not yet anyway.